Good morning, apes. Hope you're all having a great weekend. We're back to look at AMC, and this weekend we're going to be looking at what we could be seeing into the new week. We're looking at the data as well as some questions and points from members of the community. So with that being stated, we're going to dive straight in. If you enjoy, make sure to subscribe, but of course do your own research, and remember, this is not advice. We're going to dive straight in now, and we're going to have a look at our first two pieces, evaluate them, and then get into the deep part of the video. Now, some guy named Kyle F posts this. It was originally from Twitter by Kyle, and it says, "It took AMC only 1 week to run from 13 to 72, and it took Hedges 9 months to bring it back down from 72 to 13. The upwards pressure is so powerful, once it comes back around, patience apes." So it's talking about how, yeah, it did take a very, very short time to go up that much in price, but to come back down the same distance, it took a very, very long time. I'm going to speak about that more in a moment. But we also have one more piece which has been reposted by Sofa King Doge, who posts this. It's originally from Mama Mo Ape. So, "You got me effed up with this buy AMC and GME, then sell, then buy back in lower. No, that is not buy and hodl. That is it. That's not what broke Wall Street. Not buy, sell, and buy back in. F that. I'm long on AMC, long on GME, and not selling until the price is right." So we'll evaluate the second point first, then get on to the first one. So this is a very good point that the user makes. Fair enough, in a normal trade, it does make sense to do that. That is generally speaking how trading works, especially in, more day trading, swing trading settings. You either sell for a profit or potentially sell, buy back in later, make a profit and then sell. And of course, that is normally okay. And if you see AMC as nothing more than a day trade or a swing trade, that's up to you. I'm not here to tell you it is or is not that. That's up to you to make your minds on, and you can come to your own strategy. But for most people, it is not a day trade or a swing trade. For most people, it is a squeeze play. And I understand it, right? If you bought in at, say, 20, then sold, and then bought in again at 10, in theory, yes, you do have double the amount of shares. But obviously, it has a different impact. It does not have the same impact, because that is not the movement that basically caused what we saw initially, and it's not the movement that is going to break Wall Street, as the user does note. Because, obviously, if everybody did that at the same time, it does give them the opportunity to cover their shares, and it removes the potential for levels that we are currently sat at. So, of course, if that's what you see AMC as a potential to do it. It's up to you. I'm not here to tell you what to do. However, I am just saying, as a user does, it is not the way that we do this movement. It's just not the way that things are going to work if we're looking for this as a squeeze play. So make sure you got your mindset straight, and make sure you see AMC in the right light, and make sure you have your strategy right as well. Now, back to the first point, we're going to have to look at the chart for this one, and the 1 year chart at that. You'll see the trend. Very, very short run up to 72, but 72 clearly is a big distance to run from 13 or less. So yeah, it did take a very short time to come all the way up here, and you'll see we're coming back down to these sorts of levels now. It took all this time. Now, I do believe there are two reasons for this. I think the first one is, of course, if this one was to just drop like that, a lot of people would be asking a lot of questions. I think another reason, a sub-reason, is also because of mindset. Dropping it over time gives a sense of hope. We just never know when the next run is going to be. I think that's a long thing that they accounted for. And obviously, over time, they didn't know what apes were going to do, because this is a community, a movement that we've never seen before in the market. So who knew if apes were going to give up over time and sell at these higher prices? But it didn't happen, and people continued to hold. And I think another reason for that, and the most final and most definite, I would say, reason, is simply because apes continued to hold. It's going to be very hard to justify bringing a stock down so much in a market where we know most people are holding the stock. It just doesn't make sense, and it doesn't make sense anyway that we came down, but at least it came down in a way that they could try and justify this as being quote-unquote natural price action, because they would just say, well, over time the markets have been performing poorly, AMC has been coming down subsequently. We know it's not true, but it definitely is a narrative that they have been trying to spin. Anyway, getting back to the price action and a look forwards into this next week, It's not going to be any in-depth analysis here, but I do want to briefly cover what we're looking for. So within the day, not too impressive actually, closed at 1580, and I heard a lot of FUD talking about that. But one thing that a lot of these FUD spreaders, bears, forget is we have this little thing called pre-market and post-market. And in the after hours, AMC did climb up to 1604. Quite a decent move actually of 1.5%, and of course it did get us past that key level of 16. So it's very nice to see that AMC did manage to break above that, and I do believe going forwards into Monday this could be a great thing. Hopefully I will get the opportunity to make this video Monday morning looking into a preparation for that day, but seriously guys, be careful for Monday morning, especially that pre-market area, because whilst today, or rather Friday, was a win, and it is a great thing to see, they can and probably might bring it down in the pre-market, perhaps even more than they've brought it up in the post-market of Friday. So do be ready for the potential of a drop into Monday morning. Again, hopefully it doesn't happen, and I know that seems like a slightly less optimistic view, and again, I'm still here for the squeeze. However, on a day-to-day basis, I usually do take a more lowball shot on a day-to-day basis, just that I am prepared for the worst, and that way I will never be surprised. Anyway guys, that's all I wanted to share with you in this video. Do not forget who you are, do not forget where you are, and don't forget how far you have come. Keep learning, keep growing, and of course, be safe out there. Thank you so much, see you soon. So thank you for watching through till the end, but let me tell you about our Discord. So on your screen you will be seeing the N2S Finance Discord. Obviously it is split into multiple sections. Basically at the top we have updates from me and all that kind of good stuff. If you scroll down a bit further we have the main sections where we focus on cryptos, SPACs and other hot stocks including penny stocks, even stable growth stocks as well, and we even have a special AMC GME chat. If you scroll down you can see some research and DD from the community. We also have funny memes and you can see actual contributions from members down here, and again if you do join us it is completely free, link is down below, but if you do want to become a Patreon you will actually get a pink sticker which will be displayed on your name, so your name will come up in pink as mine comes up in red down here, and that will show that you are a Patreon. But other than that guys, you can join completely for free down below. You do not have to pay anything if you do not want to. Thank you for watching, see you soon.